What's going on, guys? It's Adonis. DBS 116 told us a lot about Ultra Instinct, and low-key told us everything we needed to know about Vegeta and Ultra Instinct. So let's talk about that in this video. Let's go. Now, if you guys are fans of Dragon Ball Super, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you have notifications turned on so you don't miss any future content. So in Dragon Ball Super episode 115, we saw that Goku goes into Ultra Instinct once again. And according to Whis, because of Kefla's power, it rivaled that of the Spirit Bomb, which allowed Goku to push past his limit, break his barrier, and tap into the Ultra Instinct. Now, because of this, we see Goku in 116 utilizing Ultra Instinct, but there are some things that were explained a lot better, and things made way more sense now, especially when you go back and look what happened when he was fighting Jiren. So during the fight in 116, Goku starts blitzing Kefla, giving her the business with some fierce attacks as far as the speed is concerned. And during this time, after Kefla gets damaged, she gets back up, and Tien says, just how tough is she? And Whis replies like, no, yeah, she has a ridiculous amount of vigor, super impressive. But at the moment, Goku's attacks are ineffective. And the reason behind it is he can't fully utilize Ultra Instinct when attacking, only during defense. So with this defensive ability, he's moving without thinking about it, he's just acting. But when it comes to the attack, he's thinking of what's going to be a critical blow. How can I really make this effective? And he's overthinking, which means he's falling almost out of the form or can't really utilize the power of Ultra Instinct. And you can see him during certain parts in this match where he's really focusing on the attack. Like when you see him do the hit assassination attack, or at least it looks like that anyways, he punches the air and sends a wave of wind essentially towards Kefla, knocks her across the stage. Now, going back to my previous video theory around Ultra Instinct Omen Tier 2, the first time we saw Ultra Instinct, Goku had no control over the form whatsoever. We saw him essentially reacting or dodging Jiren's attacks. He did have a couple of responses to his attacks, counterattacking, things like that. But Goku could not speak in the form. He was completely subconscious at the time. And when he did start to yell and have any vocal presence, it was when he was falling out of the form. You saw his eyes blink, and then he starts to yell, and he has this primal voice around his voice. Now, the biggest thing we see in the difference in this one is we see him actually power up in the Ultra Instinct form, which means he's aware he's in the form, and now he's powering himself up in the form. So that's the first thing that we see. He has more control over it this time. The second thing is he's actually having a conversation with Kefla. Vocally, no problem. Basically saying, I'm getting used to this form right now. You're no match for me anymore. Like, you're not stronger than me anymore. You can't win. Just cockiness at its best, as Goku usually is when he starts getting to these levels of power. But he was completely aware of what was going on, which in my mind is a tier 2 of this. And it goes back to the naming of the form. When you look at the toys or even the official stuff from games like Dokkan Battle, it's called Vegeta no Gokui Kizashi. And that Kizashi meaning omen, or what I think it is, symptoms. So if this is a symptom showing like things or potential of the form, we had what we saw when he fought Jiren, very, very minimalist control. We now see another level of control. We see that he's able to dodge no problem, but his attacks are very inadequate. They're not as powerful as they need to be because he can't really tap into the attack properly because he's overthinking it in that space. So dodging, he's good. But Ki Blast, he's fine. We saw him do it during the fight versus Kefla. He could power up a Ki Blast, saying Kamehameha, no big deal. He's full control, and he was using his ability to counter, obviously a defensive move, to get around the attacks that Kefla had. Now, what does this episode actually reveal around Vegeta? Now, this is the big thing. A lot of us assume that, yes, Vegeta probably knows Ultra Instinct. Considering some of the things we've seen thus far in the series, you know that Goku has moved in the past without him thinking about it. His body just moved, and so has Vegeta. He's actually done it in the tournament fighting Brienne. He was like, I just got out of the way. I didn't know what was going on, and I just moved. My body couldn't do it. So, with that said, we assume that, hey, Vegeta probably has Ultra Instinct also. Or maybe he has another form above Ultra Instinct because Vegeta is super cocky when he talks to fighters. So we're not sure if he's talking out of his cockiness or if he's talking out of a serious point like, hey, like, I'm the strongest Saiyan, and he knows that he is because he's already unlocked another level. But considering all the information we've seen from this episode, him witnessing Goku and Ultra Instinct again and seeing the movement, and then flashbacking to when he was training with Whis and Goku. And he was like, oh my God, that's what he was trying to teach us. And Goku Kakarot figured it out. And it pissed him off because I need to learn how to do this. You know how to do it. So can I. Like, I need to figure out how to do it. And that's pure Vegeta. He's like, oh, so it can be done. Done. I got it then. And I feel like that's something that Vegeta has a really amazing ability to do, is once he knows that it's achievable, it's done. He does it. It's actually really weird. Him and Goku have a very similar skill set as far as being a prodigy type of a fighter. However, their approach to development is different. Goku thinks anything is possible. Vegeta needs to know that it's possible. But they can both get there. So Goku pushes himself to get to that next level. And then Vegeta's like, oh, you can do that? Sweet. I can do it too. And then he does it. So it's always like the same kind of thing with them. Now with this, they really focus on Goku being able to master the ability to dodge, to anticipate and move without having, to think about it. I think Vegeta's is going to be focused primarily around the attack. I think when Vegeta taps into Ultra Instinct, it's going to be mainly attack first. I think the ability to dodge may be there, but I think it's going to be his attack force. Maybe the speed of the attack and the attack force is really what's going to lend Vegeta his edge in Ultra Instinct, at least during the Kizashi state or the symptom/omen state of Ultra Instinct. And I do believe we'll see that in the tournament for sure. And it might be against Toppo. I mean, hell, it might actually be against Jiren. I mean, Jiren may want to step in, or maybe because he's on the field now and he's standing right next to Toppo, Vegeta may call him out and say, hey, you're going to fight me right now. Go Super Saiyan Blue, maybe see a more powerful version of Super Saiyan Blue. Vegeta goes in, starts fighting Jiren, and maybe he unlocks Ultra Instinct in that state again against Jiren. Now, the cool thing about this is this lends us to something even more spectacular, and that's a potential fusion of Goku and Vegeta, either in Gogeta or Vegito. More than likely it'll be a Vegito, since Potara, they still have it in Universe 7. They didn't utilize either of the Supreme Kai or Elder Kai sets yet. Now, granted, Vegeta and Goku hate fusion. However, if I think it's something where it's a life or death situation, like the fate of their universe, they may suck it up and fuse. Damn it, they did it against Zamasu. Now, the crazy thing about this is if Goku has the ability in Ultra Instinct to defend or essentially navigate dodge without having to think about it, and Vegeta has the ability to do the opposite, attack with fierce ferocity, a lot of power without having to think about it. In a few states, Vegito could be a problem. Like, he could be like the business, like real shit. This dude could be on another level. And that would be awesome to see him fight against Jiren, because we still don't know the pinnacle of Jiren. Jiren saw Goku in Ultra Instinct again and didn't flinch. He just woke up and was like, oh, he's back in it. Let's see what this form looks like again. Gets up and observes. He doesn't go in to fight. He's just watching. He's a spectator at this point. And I don't think at this point in time, even the last time Goku fought Jiren, I don't think he's on his level even in Ultra Instinct. And the reason why they say that is Goku did a ki blast, a high-powered ki blast, point-blank range to Jiren in episode 110. Right to the face, ki blast, knocked him back. Jiren had not a scratch on him. Hits the ground, stands up, and then takes a punch. Obviously, Goku falls out of it when he connects with Jiren. But based on this episode, based on the fact that Goku has not mastered the attack potency that is necessary to fight on the level of Jiren in Ultra Instinct, being able to master the attack, I don't think he's there, guys. I don't think he has enough power to actually physically hurt Jiren. Yeah, he can tag him, but I don't think he's going to actually give him damage. But still, we don't know where Jiren's ceiling is. We haven't seen him full out 100% power yet. We have no idea where his ceiling is at. So based on some of the power scaling we've seen thus far in this tournament, who knows? Who knows if a fusion Super Saiyan Blue Vegito would be enough? Like, we don't know. We have no idea, because we don't know how these characters are scaled right now. We have no idea. It's laughable. It's enjoyable. I don't get too caught up in the writing with Dragon Ball. I've never been like, oh my God, such an amazing written story. Like, it's not really designed to be that. I feel like Super has a lot more twists and turns than the older series. And I'll have another video for that later. But I want to know your guys' thoughts around Vegeta, his Ultra Instinct ability being more focused around power and attack versus Goku's mainly around defense right now. Let me know your thoughts on that. Do you think that this episode literally just told us that, or do you think I'm looking into it something completely different? And also, stay tuned to this channel. A little bit later, I'm going to be announcing the iPhone 10 giveaway winner and some other giveaway things that are coming to this channel. So make sure you guys don't miss that video because it's going to be awesome. A lot of cool things we're going to be talking about. But yeah, if you aren't subscribed, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Have that notification bell turned on so you don't miss any future content. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up button. Show your boy some love. And if you want to check out my last video, the link will be right here to the side. All right, guys. Till next time. See you later.